So I'm going to start this video off with a quote, right? The quote is, "If a pharmaceutical company could bottle the effects of exercise into a single pill, it would be the most profitable and widely prescribed drug in human history." Now, let that sink in for a second. I'm going to give you a second. I'm going to pause and just stop talking so you can really take that in. I'll repeat it one more time. If a pharmaceutical company could bottle the effects of exercise into a single pill, it would be the most profitable and widely prescribed drug in human history. Yeah, why wouldn't it be? It's got some of the best benefits you could ever actually hope to have. If you're someone who, you're always depressed all the time and you're, wanting to seek therapy, which, I definitely think you should seek therapy. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. I think even just healthy people who don't have any underlying issues should see therapy, because therapy is just good for everybody. But to my main point, a lot of times they just prescribe you on like antidepressants, or they'll put you on this pill or that pill. But exercise has like the best antidepressant effects ever. If you just do some cardio, like some light running or any kind of just thing that gets your heart rate up a little bit, you'll notice that you just feel a lot less depressed. And I mean, anxiety goes hand in hand with that too. It just melts away anxiety. It's like the best thing you can do as far as being anxious and tired, and it's it gets rid of pain, believe it or not, too. Especially like low impact exercise like swimming and cycling, jump roping, anything where you're like very light or very low impact. It can actually ease stress in your joints, believe it or not. Short term it'll put stress on your joints because it's a little impact, but long term it actually strengthens your joints and makes them stronger. A little personal story of mine. I've always had really bad plantar fasciitis in my left foot. I developed it as a teenager, and over time it just kind of got worse and worse. I noticed the heavier I was, the more I ate, the more weight I put on. It didn't matter if it was muscle or fat, it would actually get worse, especially if I tried to squat, or like if I did a lot of walking, especially on like hard surfaces like concrete or just like hardwood floor. It would really hurt. Like first thing in the morning, my left foot would just refuse to let me walk on it. It would hurt so bad. I wouldn't want to put any pressure on it whatsoever. But I picked up this habit of jump roping. At first I did it just to lose weight, which, and that's exercise will help you lose weight. I think everybody on the planet knows that. But that's more about calories in and calories out. The real reason I kept doing it is because mentally I just started feeling better and better and better every time I did it. I noticed the next day I just felt sharper, more alert, more focused. Like, I feel like I could do more. I feel like my energy was more stable. Like I could drink coffee after coffee after coffee and not crash the day after exercise. Like I get this nice baseline of energy, and it just doesn't go away. Like, you're always just ready for the next task. But back to the plantar fasciitis thing, which is like inflammation of like the tissue on the bottom of your foot. When I kept that habit up, I just noticed that every like week or so, there was just less pain. Every time I got up, there would be less pain and less pain and less pain, until eventually it just never hurt anymore. And now, something that plagued me for years and years, and I was just thinking I would never be able to actually walk normal, and now it's completely gone, completely reversed, just like that. I owe it completely to strengthening my ankles with jump roping and running and just exercise. Now, I can't promise you'll have those benefits because you might not have the same issue that I do, but it can definitely benefit you in other ways that I don't think are immediately obvious. But the mental health benefits are not stated enough. It is like the best thing you can do for yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. You never noticed how a lot of like really successful people actually have a good exercise habit? First person that comes to my mind is like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like he's obviously like well renowned for his weird accent and being a muscle bound guy, but he made a lot of money just doing business and real estate and investing long before he was ever famous for acting and being a muscle guy. You know what I mean? And you could argue his workout routine actually is what allowed him to stay level-headed and stay focused on what he was doing and stay motivated. Because another thing with a workout routine is it builds discipline, and that's something we're really lacking in today's society is discipline. People just can't stay focused on one task. They can't continuously do one task completed, repeatedly. And it's the best thing to do repeatedly. Consistency, if nothing else, consistency pays off with exercise, that's for sure. You almost have to be consistent, because if you don't, you won't see any results. So you got to do it consistently. I don't care if it's just a little bit, 10 minutes here, it can be an hour tomorrow, 10 minutes the next day, 10 minutes every day of the week. You should try to aim for like 150 minutes of at least moderate to intense activity. But I promise you, once you get started, it's going to feel rough. You're going to be sore. You're going to feel like crap. But after about like a month or two, you don't feel sore anymore. And if you're doing it for like weight loss and physical gains, those usually take, especially like say you're weightlifting, it takes like, I would say, like 6 months for you to actually start seeing any noticeable progress. After about a year, you'll be a completely different person. 2 years, and 2 years is not a long time, guys. 2 years, people will know that you work out. Trust me, they will know. They might not say it immediately, but they'll know. And you'll know too. You not always be happy with how you look, because there's this weird thing when working out where you just, no matter how much muscle you put on, how much weight you lose, it just feels like you can never actually fully be happy with how you look. But sometimes you got to just take a step back and just appreciate how far you've come when you've been doing something for a long time and you've stuck with it and you maintain that level of consistency that shows benefits. Anyways, guys, that's all I want to ramble about today. That everybody just needs to exercise in some way, shape, or form. And don't skip the cardio, guys. All you guys like to lift the weights, don't skip the cardio. Please don't skip cardio. It has its benefits too. Everybody should be doing some kind of cardio. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Oh my god, those are some diabolical shots. We were frying them though.